Hey, hey! I love that beginning. That was so pretty, and that's something that Restream offers. I didn't create that, but I just thought, gosh, that's such a great way to come in on a lazy Saturday night live. And I just wanted to say thank you to everybody who's joining. We have two people in the chat, so go ahead and say hello. I hope everybody is having a wonderful weekend. Oh, cameraman's in the house. Hey, cameraman. I hope you are having an awesome weekend. I enjoyed the little clips that you sent me. For those who don't know, cameraman is actually my real uncle. That is Aunt Lynn's wonderful, amazing husband, and seriously, my favorite uncle. Shh, don't tell nobody. But he has sent me some baby chick videos from Tractor Supply, sending just sending it to me, kind of going, "Can I tempt you?" And I'm going, "Oh, it doesn't take much, with me." Um, so anyhow, hello to my wonderful uncle. I'm so glad you're here. And then let's see here. Yep, he was in the house. And then he said, "Cameraman in the house." Woohoo! I want to know, are you playing on the bongos? Oh, and the beautiful Rebecca Touched by Yarn. Girl, I just have to say thank you so much for filling in for me on Tuesday night. We were coming back from the Great Smoky Mountains, and I got home just in time to catch part of Karma's Talk About It Tuesday. And I just really am so blessed and so honored that you said yes for taking my place. And then I couldn't stay very long because I got an important phone call, kind of like, you get home and then just a million and one things happen. But girl, I know you knocked it out of the park. Thank you so much for being there and filling in for me. I appreciate you. And then our treasured home says, "Hello, everyone. I'm so glad you're here. I hope you are having a great weekend." And then Joe, I don't know, is Joey here? I'm not sure if I'm missing him. If he is, say hi, Joey. And then, oh, he's blushing. Oh, my favorite Marine and uncle is blushing. My goodness. I wish I could share some of the videos that he has sent me, but they're like the sweetest little chicks. And I don't think I had a chance to tell cameraman that I'm chick sitting. I have 5 baby chicks. They're in their teenage years. You know how that is. They kind of grow up and then they start to get in their feathers. And yeah, so I'm chick sitting for some friends. And so I have baby chicks in the house. They're just not in my office. But they're so cute. They're like, I don't know, like that big now, and just ever so cute. One of them is disabled, but it hops around on one foot and living its best life. And I know that the person that owns it is going to give it the best life it can, because their farm is where the spoiled animals go. And so yeah, so I know this little one is going to have a really good life. I'm not too concerned about this little one. If I could adopt it, I might, have a house chicken, but that's kind of crazy. I am that crazy chicken lady. Oh, and then she said hi to Nancy. That's so nice. I love everybody saying hi to everybody, and hola, hola. And then, oh, girl, you are just the best. And I absolutely mean it. Thank you so so much. And I still haven't mailed that box out. In fact, it's right there. I got to get a bigger box because I found more yarn and I need to get that out to you. And I think you asked a question. I heard, put it when you were in Karma's live, you asked me a question about the yarn. And I want to say if I'm wrong, but I think you asked if it's homespun. And I think it is. I think there's some homespun. I hope that's okay. It's stuff from Walmart. I think it is. I think there's some in there. In fact, I could just pull it over. Let's see. Make sure. Or Hometown. Hometown. Yeah, it's Hometown is one of them. So if I had any cotton yarn in there, I don't know. This is acrylic, but I don't know if there's cotton in there. There's just a big box of it, so I got to get a bigger box because the box that I originally was going to mail to you is too small, so it's hanging out. So I'll get it out to you, but it's Hometown yarn is what it was. Let's see. Oh, Angie. Hey, girly. I'm so glad you're here. I hope you're having a wonderful weekend. Giving big hugs to ya. And then Rebecca said, hi, Angie. And Cora. Oh, Cora's in the house. Hey, Cora. Hi, Glenda. I love that name, Cora. Such a pretty, beautiful name. I have a grandmother, not like great grandmother named Cora, and never met her. And I love that name, Cora. Such a beautiful, beautiful name. And I've been meaning to tell you that for a long time. So I'm going to tell you right now, you have a beautiful name. Let's see here. If I have any cotton yarn in there. I don't know. There's just a nice big box full of it. Let's see. There might be a little bit. I don't know. What's this one made of? Sugar. Now I just broke the. I'm sorry. I hope that's okay. I broke the thing just now. Sugar, acrylic and polyamide. I don't know. Are you looking for cotton? I don't know that it. I don't know. I'll have to go back through it. Let's see here. And then, yep, saying hi to everybody. And yes, a big thank you to the moderators. Thank you so much for being in here. And you are so welcome. I love that name, Cora. It's such a pretty old-fashioned name. And it actually is one of my favorite ones. I love old-fashioned names. And it's just beautiful. So I just have to tell you, you had a beautiful name. And then, Troy slipped in the house. Hey there, my lovely family. I hope you are having an amazing weekend, doing something wonderful. Maybe have your feet up, drinking something good. Okay. And then she said, any yarn will do. Okay. Sounds great. Well, I'll get that out to you. And I apologize. I just broke one of I just did the paper off of it, but there's another one next to it. I'll keep it with it and I'll put a piece of tape on it, but I'm the one that did that just now. So I'm so sorry. So I just wanted to say thank you to everybody for coming in. And I apologize about last Saturday. I did put a video out and I did make a post, but I guess it got missed. We went to the Great Smoky Mountains and we took most of our adult kids with us, and I had a grandbaby with me, and we just soaked in some family time. We had, oh my gosh, I don't know that there was a day that we didn't laugh so hard. We missed the ones that couldn't show up, and let me just say, I just kept going, I miss you, I miss you, I miss you, to the ones that couldn't come. But for the ones that did come, we laughed and we made so many fun memories. Sir Grace took the guys, well, I had to drive Sir Grace, but he treated the guys to a forging a session in Pigeon Forge. And so all of the guys got to pick out what they wanted to make, whether they made a knife from a horseshoe or a railroad spike, and I can't remember what the third item was. They each did something different, and I heard nothing but positive rave reviews about it, and it's something that Sir Grace likes to go and do. And so one of the guys had never forged a knife in his life, and he just was super excited. And I've got a picture of him holding that up and just this big old grin. So it made my day. And then the girls, we went pottery shopping and picked out pieces of pottery, and nothing fancy, just simple pieces. I got a really cool bacon maker that it looks like a flower pot with a saucer attached to it. Well, when they fired it, it cracked just a little bit, but it didn't go all the way through. Well, that makes it not food safe. So they put it on clearance, and I bought it, and I'm using it as a flower pot. So I was really excited. And then I got a little itty bitty gnome to put in there. So we had a great time. We went to Cades Cove. I don't know if anybody's ever been to Cades Cove, but I got to see a baby bear. I did not see its mama, but when there's a baby, there's a mama somewhere near. But I did get to see a baby bear. And then we saw tons of wild turkeys out in the field, and they were not little ones. They were a good size. And then we saw several deer out there. So had a wonderful time going through Cades Cove. But yeah, we just made memories. And a lot of times we just sat back at the room. So Grace and I did a lot of babysitting, because sometimes, Gatlinburg can get pretty busy, and so Grace just likes to take it easy. So we sat back and babysat in the room and had fun with our little ones. So yeah, so we are home now. Highly recommend going to the Smoky Mountains. There's a lot to do. I also recommend getting away. There's a lot to do in Gatlinburg and Pigeon Forge, but also take those drives and go away from the area too. There's a lot to see and a lot to do, especially if you like the outdoors. So for sure, there's a lot to do. So anyhow, let's see here. And then I was just talking about you, Miss Karma, and Rebecca, and I was just so appreciative. Rebecca stepped in for me. I'm looking forward to coming back on Tuesday, but I was so grateful that Rebecca filled in, and you guys had such a wonderful show. And I was really shocked that we got home when we did. So, so it was fun catching you while I could. And then I ended up getting a call. So, let's see here. Cora, short for cameraman, I'm going to Corazon, and I'm probably butchering it because I don't speak Spanish, meaning heart in Spanish. Oh, maybe that's why I like the name Cora, because you have a big heart. The grandmother that was named Cora, I heard nothing but wonderful things. Had a heart of gold. So that's what I'm going to say. I think that's a really good meaning to go with that. And let's see here. Oh, Jaden's here. Hey, Jaden, thank you so much for joining. I'm so glad you're here. And then everybody's saying hi to everybody. I'm going to kind of skip through. Oh, thank you so much for talking to one another. And then, so anyhow, part of the reason that I wasn't able to go to live was because there was no internet service. I was talking to Scott from Reamling with the Brooms, and my internet was in and out with him. And so the kiddos decided that was the day they wanted to go to the Smoky Mountains. And I was like, I need to do this live. But we were having problems with the internet too. So I apologize about last week. I'm so glad to be back. But I also think it's important to take time for your family, make them a priority, make those memories, because it's just precious, I don't know. We just laughed. I think that was the thing that we walked away with. We laughed, and there were nights that we would just stay up, just talking about good things, good memories. And I enjoy the family trips when I get to go on them. So, yeah. Oh, Cynthia slipped in. Hey, Cynthia, I'm so glad you're here. Thank you for being here. Oh, hello to you as well. Let's trade paint. It says, hello, beautiful people. Oh, Miss Rebecca, I have great news about my car. I have the license plates on it. Whoop, whoop. That's awesome. And now I bet you are just in heaven because you can go anywhere you want, do the things that you need to do. And it's so important to have all that. I'm so happy for you. Thank you for giving us the good news. That's amazing. Oh my goodness. And yeah, that is, make sure I say that right. Yes, that is awesome, Rebecca. I know it's been a long road not having a car. And then, well, you had problems with the previous car, and just been one thing after another. And God is so good. And you finally got a car, and you've got your license plates. We're gonna celebrate. Whoop 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 whoop. Girl, I know you've got to feel such relief and such joy. So I want to celebrate with you. So I'm so happy for you. That's awesome. That is so, so awesome. And thank you for everybody saying hi to everybody. That's so kind of you. So anyhow, I also have not done a video yet, but I have received my seeds for Survival Seeds 2025. I'm looking forward to being a part of that collab. This video is not going to be hashtagged out, and I don't want to use this for any of the prize, on the wheel or anything. I'm just mentioning it. But I did get them, and I have decided this year that I'm going to take an easier approach to my garden. Life gets in the way, and normally I have a shelf that sits right in front of that window this time of year, and it's completely filled with plant starts. And to be honest with you, I have just been so busy, and I've decided to take an easier approach. For many years, I have done the winter seed sowing for perennials and for cold crops, and I've had nothing but great success with that. This year, I decided to give it a try with the summer crops, and I have not started the survival seeds yet because I had just gotten it while I was on vacation. But before I left, I had some of my own personal seeds because I wanted to do a test run to see if this would work before I used my survival seeds. I planted some Cherokee tomatoes, and I planted some of the yellow pear-shaped tomatoes that are super good. And so I did the winter seed sowing method with it. And when I got home, my little tomatoes are about like that big. So it is a go to do the winter seed sowing method with the survival seeds. I feel confident in it. Again, I've done it with the cold crops and the perennials for years and years. I have done a video on it. It was a live, so if you're interested, you'll have to go back through and look for it. But it's really easy. You take a milk jug, the kind that's kind of on the clear side, or you can use your water, which that's basically what I had. And you cut it on its side. Do I have one right here? I don't. I guess I took it downstairs. You cut it on its side almost all the way around. You want to leave kind of by the handle about like that far so it's still connected. Make sure you poke some holes in the bottom. Throw away the cap because you don't want the cap. You use potting mix. Don't use seed starting mix with this project. You want to use your potting mix, and then put your seeds in the soil, and then give it a good drink of water. And then you take duct tape and then you seal it all the way around. So it makes the jug, it's all connected. And then take it outside into the direct sunlight and let nature take over. And so that's what I have done. We had 2 frost hard freeze nights actually while I've been gone. We've had two, and I thought for sure I would have lost those tomatoes. And believe it or not, and I say they're this big, they're up and they're doing fine. So it's been a hands-off approach for me. And that's how I'm going to be doing my survival seeds this year. So I'm looking forward to getting that going. I will always have a garden every year. That's off the table. That's non-negotiable. You know what I mean? I have to have my garden. I love growing things like tomatoes and peppers and zucchini and different kinds of squash. I struggle with squash, but I keep trying every year. Of course, I love my spinach and kale and all the good stuff. And then one of my favorite things to grow is Kajari melons. A lot of people don't know what they are, but they're like a personal cantaloupe meets a honeydew. I love it's like a personal fruit. I don't share it. You put a little bit of salt on it, and oh, it's so good. So I'll be doing that this year. But so I just have taken the lazy approach with getting my seeds started this year, just to make life easier. And I think so far, I think I like it probably the best. So yeah, let's see here. Let me go back to the chat and see what I missed. My brother and I will be driving to Oklahoma in this car. Oh, girl, so you're going to go for the meetup, I assume, which, oh my gosh, that's wonderful. I know how excited you must be to be able to go cross, take a trip somewhere and go, like have your wheels again. So, oh, girl, you enjoy yourself for sure. I haven't done my seeds yet either. Yeah, I have done the ones just for my personal, but the survival seeds, I will be trying to get those going in the next few days because in my area, we plant our summer crops on the weekend of the Kentucky Derby. I know that's such a weird way of doing it, but the Kentucky Derby is always the first weekend in May. The Run for the Roses is on Saturday. So that Saturday for that particular race, because there's different kinds of races leading up to it. So there's Thurby with a TH. And then there is the Oaks race, which is on Friday. And then Run for the Roses is on Saturday. So on that Saturday, on the Run for the Roses at the Kentucky Derby, I always check my 10-day forecast, and I've never gone to the Derby. I have been to Churchill Downs after Oaks and then after the Run for the Roses, but I've never actually gone and watched the races. But on Kentucky Derby Day, on the Run for the Roses, I'm in my garden. That's my happy place. And sometimes I'll put on a big fancy hat, because that's what a lot of women are doing on the weekend. Or I'll just go out and rock it. I don't care. I'll be like in my gardening clothes with this big fancy hat on, just because. But yeah, so we will be doing all of our summer crops on that day. And that's my favorite thing to do. I love putting my hands and feet in the dirt. There's no better place for me to be. So yeah, I'm excited about that. Let's see here. I need to do something real quick. I just got a message. Let's see here. Could have been due to bad weather when the internet trouble. It very well could be. We did have some really bad weather come through right before we left. For those who don't know, I live in the Ohio Valley, and we got hit with a lot of water. I'm going to try to do this and talk at the same time. But anyhow, we got hit with a lot of water, and the Ohio Valley is flooded. There are a lot of homes that are flooded out. Like when you go across the bridges, you can see the rain or what has happened. And I feel so horrible for those people who are, there we go. I took care of something for somebody. I just feel horrible because, yeah, I mean it's flooded, and if you're curious, you can probably just Google Ohio River and look up the flood. And just, man, a lot of people need prayers, and it's horrible. So we also had a tornado go through actually my little town where I live at the night before we went on vacation. But it didn't do any damage to us other than our fence. Because of the pure amount of rain, the sheer amount of wind that went through, our fence was leaning like this. So we had to go out, and because it didn't bend the poles, but what happened was is it loosened from the ground. So we had to go out, stake, put like T-post in the ground, and then added an extra stake, and then we took straps, and then we brought the fence back. And it's now in position. It's standing straight up and down. And whenever the weather dries out, we have to go back out and then dig and then put more concrete down. Unfortunately, it's going to be a little bit of a process, but that's what happened with our weather. But we're okay. We're here. Otherwise, I'll take that and run. Let's see here. And then, oh, Joey is here. Hey, Joey, you snuck in. I didn't see you say hi. But now, I mean, it's Restream isn't showing all of the messages from before. So, hey, I'm so glad you're here. And then let's see here. I had lettuce, collards, and spinach come up from last fall's planting. Oh my gosh. So they seeded and then they came back in. Oh my goodness. Let's see here. That's like free food, if you ask me. That's awesome. I have been too busy with newborn kitties. Oh, I know you have. Last litter will be born anytime between now and Tuesday-ish. China is getting really uncomfortable and ready. Oh my goodness. I was thinking you only had two cats that were pregnant. I guess I missed the third one, but oh, that's awesome. You're going to have more kitties. Let's see here. Gotta finish packing the camper. Love you all. Oh, girl, you have a great trip. I assumed you're going to Oklahoma, I guess, for the meetup. And if so, safe travels to you guys. That is back to Karma. Lettuce, collard, spinach come up from last fall's planting. Oh my gosh. I love when that stuff happens. That's a blessing. That's a huge blessing. Everyone have a great weekend. We are getting yep, you are going to Tin Killer. Oh my gosh, you guys have a blast. Please send my love. Safe travels. And I hope you're going live so we can all catch up on what's going on there. James is in the house. Hey, James. I am so glad you are here. Thank you so much for saying hi and hanging out. And let's see here. I planted last fall and they never had a chance to come up, so they came up this spring. Oh, okay. Oh, that's awesome, Karma. You know what? That's a blessing. Letting nature just wake it up, and then it's like, I don't even have to plant. It's already up. It happened to me before. So that's awesome. Oh my goodness, I had somebody. Okay, he's saying just a minute. Anyhow, yeah, that's awesome. I had that happen with potatoes last year. I thought I harvested all of my potatoes out of the ground, and I missed a few, and all in the same growing season. And I got extra potatoes because somehow I missed some, and I didn't argue. I'm like, hey, more food. I'm hoping that some of my cold crops that I put seeds in the ground will start popping up, because I did direct sow things like cilantro and kale and some spinach. So I'm waiting for them to show up, but they will when they will. I did winter seed sow some lettuces, and it is about time to to take the containers and open them up and go ahead and expose them to the elements and get them ready to go out into the garden. So, all right, my guest is backstage giving me the thumbs up so I can see them. You ready? You ready? I see a little bit of this. I mean, I'm watching my guest do this in the background. Without further ado, there he is. Hey, Scott.
Hello. Now, just give me 1 second because my phone just went off.
Oh no! Do you need me to take you out for a second? Or are you good?
Yeah, just give me 2 seconds.
All right. We're gonna take him out because I think he's about ready to do this to his phone. You know, sometimes those things can be quite frustrating. You know, but anyhow, yeah. So I need to get them out and get them the one like the lettuce going. And what was the other thing I've got that's up? Oh, I have I can't think of the name of that plant. Oh, lavender. You know, does anybody else do this? And it's like it's a simple word and your brain goes because mine just did just now. I have lavender and my lavender is maybe that big right now. I do not expect a harvest of lavender this year, but that's okay. It'll be next year. All right, we got your phone fixed.
I think, can you hear me? Because I can hear you.
Yeah, I hear you just loud and clear.
Yay!
I'm so glad we can hear you just fine.
Glenda's such a great host. She had my drink of choice in the back. She has like little packs of cookies that she made last night.
Well, I'm just saying, you had my favorite candy bar and tea in the green room yesterday night. I mean, you hooked a girl up, so I got to return the favor, make sure my guests are well taken care of.
Oh, perfect. Perfect. Just the right amount of honey.
Oh, good. Karma says, hey, Scott. And James said, hey, Scott.
Hey, guys. Oh, yeah, I can see everybody now. Now I get to see what Restream is.
Yeah, and you can also, did I give you permission to restream it on your channel? I may not have.
Probably not.
Because I'm that good.
Yeah, that's it.
I'll work it next time. I thought I had it. I'm still learning it.
Yeah, I don't. I've got a leave button up at the top. I've got a private chat that you and I can go. Yeah, no, I don't see any share. It's okay. I'm okay.
Well, I need to work that out because I have done that before and have gotten it correct, but I just
I'm already busy, so I'm good.
Okay. Well, that's the most important thing. But next time I want you actually to share it out because it'll restream to your channel as well, just like the way the StreamYard did.
Okay. Yeah. I've just about had it with well, you saw it yesterday that it was going in and out.
Yeah.
And it's like it doesn't make any sense. You were fine. And I was running 3 out of 4 bars. So, and my little bar meter up there is I've got full bars on Restream.
Right.
But whenever last night, it kicked me out, about 3 or 4 times?
It did. And another thing that I really like, and I did this with Karma when she was a guest. So the thing I like about Restream is that if somebody is in your chat and somebody's in my chat, you know, like some people will, and rightfully so, they're like, I can't see, you're saying hi to somebody and they can't see the conversation, right?
Yeah.
That's happening. And so I did this with Karma, which I love this part. Now, when you can chat to one another.
Oh.
You can stay in whoever's live and you can watch.
Yes. You know what? That's an improvement they've done over the last time that I had Restream,
Mm-hmm.
because Jesse and I had Restream um, before we went, I believe it was Bautissimo.
Okay.
Yeah, before Bautissimo, we had Restream, and
Okay.
neither one of us liked it.
Okay.
I just didn't like um, the features weren't there.
Okay.
But I gotta say, this Restream is pretty close to Bautissimo. I'd have to play with it a little bit.
Well, I get a report afterwards. Email.
Okay, well, then this makes a whole lot of sense
Yeah.
because this is looking a whole lot like Bautissimo that Jesse and I absolutely, you know, we were heartbroken whenever they took that away from us.
Yeah. So now I get a report when after the live
Yeah,
and
but it
tell
says
me,
how many people you had, how many watch hours, blah blah blah.
yeah, I'll have to
Yeah.
send it to you so you could see because it's I mean that way, it's I'm not sponsored and they're not sponsoring me, it's just I
Now,
had them for a while. And then I went to StreamYard and I got fed up with the prices.
now,
So
what are these guys, if you don't mind me asking, or if you want to put it in the private chat or text me, whatever.
I
I'd
want
like to know the price of these guys.
I don't want to say the wrong number, but for whatever reason, and you're going to have to double check me. I want to say it was like 109 a year,
Oh, goodness gracious.
something
Now
like.
that's not too bad because 109 for me still comes out to under $200. It comes out to about roughly about 159.
Let me just Google this real quick because it's been.
No,
I
no,
want I want to tell you.
I don't want to take your time away. I come in and it's like the Scott hour. No, 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 no. This is
No, oh
this time.
no, I lied. 190 a year. I had my nine mixed up. Is I took the standard
Oh,
190 a year. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I want to
oh,
make sure I tell you the right one.
yeah.
Um,
That there is pushing pretty close to $300 for me.
Yeah, I can see that. But you can do it for free and you can restream to other channels too. I don't know if
Okay.
friends can restream, but
So pretty much going to be what the other one was.
mhm.
So long as one person has the paid version, you're
Mhm.
you're good to go.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, and I really like being able to share it out and letting you restream. I mean, anybody that comes up as on the channel.
Absolutely.
I just forgot to turn on the thing, and now I'm kind of like, well, sugar, I messed up on that one because I'm still learning things, but I have to really. I saw this, Troy. I'm going to put this up there. I do not want this going too far up. Glenda, I have to share with you the great news. The VA gave me housekeeping services, which
Right on,
home.
Troy.
He got home health aid services. I served with in the National Guard during 2 flood duties and in Iraq. Totally God's work. I
Thank
am
you, Troy.
just so happy. And I'll tell you, that has been a blessing for us. We have home health aid as well. That's what that's called. Um, and it makes such a difference to have that as an option. Now, of course, I keep my house cleaned up. I do that kind of work, but the caregiver, the home health aide does other things. They'll help you with medication management and any chores that need to be done. Maybe not, like helping you out with your animal. If you have a service dog or whatnot, they'll help make sure that your animal's fed. And I believe they cannot take you out in their private vehicles.
Oh,
But,
that makes sense, though.
well, they used to, but there was a few years ago, there was a veteran out in California. This is what I was told. That sued the agency because they'd gotten into a car accident and it sued the VA too. That's what I
Oh
was told.
no.
And
Well,
so they put a kibosh to that. But Troy, if you need groceries, they will, if you give them a list and give them some money, they will go pick up your groceries too, which is
awesome socks.
help you out. And then they'll help you like with meal planning and all kinds of things. It is a huge blessing to have. For me, I use it and then I'll go do my medical appointments, or I'll go run some errands
Let's
that
face
need
it,
to be run.
he don't need no help cooking. We've all seen the pictures of what that man's eating, and I'm like, man, I gotta get myself down south for dinner time.
I know he's eating good. Give us just the list of what you need grocery wise, and we'll come over and hook us all up.
Exactly. You do the cooking, I'll do the buying.
Yeah,
We're golden.
yeah. Well, I am so happy for you, Troy. The home health aid program is amazing. I hope you got all the hours that you need. Um, and just my advice with the home health aid program is make sure that that person is a right fit for you, that you don't have any issues with them. And if you do, make sure you reach out to your VA, and or the local agency that they use, to make sure it's
Ah,
the right fit. We did have problems with one person.
oh
Nothing.
no.
Yeah, yeah. It was a guy, and um, I'm not going to go into details on it, but he just wasn't a good fit for Sir Grace. And I did not feel comfortable coming home,
Yep.
because Sir Grace was not in the right mood. And so we did request for somebody new, and that went beautifully. And we've had a young lady, and I absolutely trust her, wholeheartedly. And yeah, it's been a great fit. So
Now who
you get
who is
5 days a week, 2 hours a day. That
wow. That's awesome, Troy.
I am so happy about that for you, Troy. OMG. You,
Exactly.
yeah, oh gosh, I'm so happy for you. Just make sure your person or persons, because he may have coupled with having that many days, is somebody you trust and
Ooh,
you feel comfortable with. And don't be afraid. If you have to change providers, don't be afraid. Oh, cruising Alaska. Real quick, let me see here. She could, yep, you can co-host and restream without paying on the restream service. That's from Karma. So she's tested that water. So you don't have to
okay.
pay for it. That's awesome. And Troy said the doors are open for family. Well, I'm gonna say your dinners look really good, so we're gonna have to come down and have a meal with you someday.
Oh
That
my goodness, wouldn't that be fun? I'd love to, once retirement and everything in the world settles down, just to go meet family. Like just think
Yeah,
we could go from one side
yeah.
to the other side, come back up and do up here from one side to the other side, just with family members that we know.
Yeah, yeah.
That's amazing.
It would, oh my gosh, absolutely.
you
And that's one
know,
of the things that I love about this YouTube community is it really is family, and there are times I just want to go, like, you know, Troy and Karma, and I've not met either of them in person, and I just want to go, let me just hug you. And
yeah.
Joey's here, and I got to meet Joey and Ginger last fall, and to put my arms around their necks. I mean, and get to meet them in person. I mean, the real deal.
Okay, but you want to hug Ginger and you want to choke Joey.
I don't know. I don't know. It just, I don't know. There's just something really amazing about meeting your family in different areas. And I know that a lot of people are going on to 10 Killer,
I
and
know.
oh,
Like, well, if we didn't have, if you didn't have what was happening with you guys and I didn't have, replacing a furnace
Yeah.
last year, trying to get caught up. You know, I think it was touch and go, but I think we got it. I think I was able to get it figured out. But it was just the fear of letting folks down, and I've been advertising this for 2 years and I can't go. I would have just
Yeah.
sat in my bedroom corner and pouted
Yeah.
for
Well,
10
and we are cutting it short. So Grace is having
days.
some medical stuff happening, and the doctor had said, "You do know you're cutting it short for the cruise." And I'm like, "Okay." So we're gonna get Sir Grace up and going. Let me just say,
Well,
I'm gonna
and
make sure.
if not, we can always I can put the guide stick under my, and
Yeah, and
as
then
long as he can go, and
yeah.
the two of us will be gone.
Well, I'm getting close to his current weight. I can deadlift 155 pounds. So if
Oh,
I can just keep working,
come here, mister.
let me just toss him up over my shoulder. Just see this little woman carrying this taller guy. I mean, down the hallways. Oh, it's just Glenda and Sir Grace. She's just lugged him over his shoulder, and as long
Sir
as
Grace is kicking like a little
I
kid.
know. And you've got the puppy, and just get in front of me, Scott, and use the guide stick.
Yeah, yeah. Oh my goodness.
I mean, that would be
Oh, I've got tears in
hysterical.
my eyes.
Oh
Oh,
my
that's funny.
gosh. I mean, can you imagine?
I can. That's the whole thing, though. I can, and that's why I think it's even funnier.
I would do it. I mean, do not put that
In
past.
a friggin' heartbeat, you would.
I would. I would. I mean, now I could leg press him. I do 405 pounds of leg press. I could leg press him. So I'll just kind of get on the floor and then just push him down the. Can you imagine? I'm just like,
Sir Grace, if you're downstairs, man, embed yourself somewhere. I'm on the way. I'll be there in 10 hours.
God, Glenda's going to take you out.
Yeah. Why are you going to the U.S.? Well, it's a long story, but there's a
crazy lady.
friend of mine who is a wounded veteran that is hidden in a closet right now. Oh, man. I bet you I'd get an escort.
I know.
Where do they live? Well, I don't know the exact address, but I know the town. Let's go. Come on.
Crazy caregiver bench pressing her husband, help the guy.
Guys, we gotta help this guy out.
Oh, poor Sir Grace.
Yeah.
Poor
He
Sir
served
Grace.
this country, without even thinking twice, and now
The payback.
he's hiding in a closet.
For 30 years, he's had to put up with this crazy lady. We got to rescue him.
Hey, Jin.
Oh, she said she's been feeding the animals. How awesome. Hey, girl, I'm so glad you're here. And then, I don't know, I saw this too. I just want to pay Joey back for butt banning me. You know how many people have come close to butt banning? Like, it's super easy to do.
Oh, I've got to pick a huge beef with Jesse last week, calling me out. I don't know who went somewhere. Somebody got kicked out. The phone was on my nightstand. I was turned the other way talking to my wife, and I've got my earbud in, and I'm like, why is he yelling at me? So I rolled back over. I was nowhere even near my phone.
And your phone's banning people?
Yeah. Well, I guess so. There. There's cameraman.
Yes.
Hey, cameraman.
He is holding
He must be
down
lonely.
the fort. Yeah, he's holding down the fort. Let me just say. Although, I mean, he's probably having some parties too while my Aunt Lynn and my mother are out of town. He's probably
I,
Celebrate good times. Come on.
I'm
His
I'm not
congas.
gonna. Yeah, I'm not going there. I'm not going there. I know he misses his darling wife so
Yes,
much.
if Aunt Lynn is watching, he's being a
Yeah.
good boy and he
Oh,
misses his wife.
in
And
bed by 7 every night.
yes, yes, making sure the cat is taken care of, you know, um, keeping the house tidy, and every now and then eating his crayons because he's a Marine. You know,
Oh, poor poor
oh
cameraman.
no, he's a Marine through and through. Actually, he's a lot of fun to go antiquing with. Uh,
Yeah, but you two start dancing.
we do. We dance up and down the aisles because they'll play like the old good, music from the 50s and 60s. And you can't just like sit and ignore that music. You've got to dance.
Hey, if it makes you want to move,
It,
you got to move.
it does. We'll just get in the aisles and we'll dance in the antique store, him and I. Put the two of us together. And yeah, he's a lot of fun, to say the least. Let's see here. Joey, you won't live it down, but I love you.
I was going to say, if you honestly think that that wonderful lady's going to let you live that down, mm-mm, that
Mm-mm.
ain't going to happen.
Oh
Oh
my
my,
goodness. I
speaking of, oh my goodness, I have to.
Let's see what you got because you're going to be doing now. When are you going to do
I've
your
got
sale?
in my hand a penny from 330 AD.
Okay.
Oh, wow. It feels like, if I can explain this, it feels like soapstone.
Let's see here. Hang on.
That is awesome socks.
No, I'm trying to figure out.
Who would have thought that?
Oh, wrong one. I'm trying to make you bigger. And
Yeah, Lord knows I don't need that.
no, I don't. No, no. Well,
Oh.
now I go. There. That's bigger. Okay.
All right. So this here is a penny,
Oh.
and I's got 3 left.
Ooh.
But it feels it's so soft. I I I I don't even know how to explain it other than how soft that you would get from, yeah, like the consistency of soap, how it's so soft and
Right. I know what you're saying. Like a
yeah,
homemade soap.
yeah, like a homemade soap. Yeah.
Hmm.
I better put it back in here.
So now tell us, you're going to be going live with your sale.
Tomorrow morning, 11 o'clock, right after church. Um,
And it's
we'll probably be like 10 after, quarter after, by the time we get things all situated and get people in the room. And we're going to be doing giveaways tomorrow. Where oh, it's way up there.
I'm
It's car, like, to put this on the windshield. I'm going to put that. I'm going to give away mugs.
Hey.
Oh,
Hey. I
dear Hank. Dear
Oh,
Hank Darkin. He
hey.
heard, he was walking over whenever he went, hey, he was like, now
Oh.
he's freaking out trying to figure out who's infiltrated the house.
Uh-oh.
without his knowledge.
I have.
And you know what that's like.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, tomorrow we have stuff for everyone. We have $5 stuff. We have $5,000 stuff.
Wow. Okay.
Depending on your credit card, bring both.
And there is his link. Took me a second to find it, but do not use your computer. You want to use your app on your phone.
Now, Rochelle sent me a message. Yeah, Rochelle sent me a message this afternoon. And she said she couldn't get logged into the app. She was going to try to log in via what is it?
Let's see here. It says that's at 9 a.m. my time. I'll be
Yes.
getting ready for church at that time. Whatnot won't accept PayPal anymore, so I can't buy anymore.
Why won't it?
I don't know. What happened?
Yes, it does.
Because my PayPal's attached.
I just used it last night.
Yeah. My PayPal's attached to it. I'm
Yeah.
not sure.
I will only buy with PayPal
Mm-hmm.
because there's two different levels of security if you use PayPal.
I'm looking at it.
Like I said, I used it last night. After
Yeah.
I hung up with you and Jesse,
Yeah, my PayPal's attached to it.
yeah. So something's going on, Karma. You might want to reload it.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure you possibly might be under the one that I got rid of, the SCOTTBRU 36685.
Yeah, and this
if
is
there's that one, you're gonna want to get rid of it.
And that's the one you want to go to.
Yeah, the 30162 is the one you want to go to.
They sent me a notice that U.S. customers can no longer use PayPal. I didn't get a notice of that.
Are you sure you didn't get scammed?
Yeah, let me just double check. Hang on. I'll check on mine.
Actually, if you boost my channel, put $1 and I'll send you $1 back. That way there you can test it. You can boost my channel for $1.
Oh, okay. Well, let's try it.
And then what I'll do is just PayPal you back the $1.
You don't have to pay me back $1. We'll just find out. Okay, now I got to figure out how to do that.
Just look over on the right-hand side.
Uh-huh. Oh, and there's 3 little dots. No, that's not it.
Just down 2 from there. It should say promote or tip or something.
Okay, it's not letting me do it on the computer. Let's go through what.
You're on the computer, right?
Yeah, hang on. We'll just do it. We'll check it.
I just want to ensure that Karma's not getting scammed. Now, I know it wouldn't be Whatnot. They're a good, reputable company. I've never had an issue with them. Excuse me. And
oh, no, she's right. She is right. I'm going to screenshot it to you.
What does it say?
It says we only accept. Hang on, let me text it to you so you can see it. So get ready for the fun sound. It says we only accept credit debit cards for tips. PayPal payments are not accepted. Oh, because it's PayPal. So a tip I have to use a credit card.
Oh, yeah. But PayPal payments not accepted for
tips.
but you can use them to buy merch. That's really weird, Karma. I'll see what I can do from my end because, well, like you said, you're going to be at church anyway, so it really doesn't matter tomorrow. But
Let me try this. Let me see here.
that's
I did not get any email that says anything about that. When did you get your email?
really weird.
Because I didn't get one. I'm curious.
Oh,
We need to look into that. Let's do a quick search on Whatnot. What not PayPal?
yes. My wife just sent me a message that she I we were supposed to have something different. She just said, I just got back from Wendy's. That's what's supper. So she said, it's here. It's hot. It's ready.
Oh,
So I guess we're having Wendy's tonight.
that sounds good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Karma, we'll test it tomorrow and see what goes on. I'll leave my PayPal attached. I couldn't do the tips, so maybe Scott could sell
I
some.
don't know if I have any buy it now stuff that's small and
No, you don't. You have
no, because
items.
well, that's what I'm just about to start to do is excuse me. I had one of those days where it was a procrastination Saturday.
Oh, I'm having one of those days.
I nap most of the day.
Well, I
I
didn't.
never do that on a Saturday. Never.
I've been sewing. I quilt.
Okay. Okay.
Can't really see the. There we go. You can see the.
Yeah.
Which is,
Coolio.
yeah, I'm making a tote bag. I've been working on Christmas presents slowly for the family, and I was supposed to be painting a bench, so I was sewing. Let's say it like that.
Mm-hmm.
Procrastination Saturday.
So, anyways, yeah. But tomorrow we got gold, we got silver, we have you name it, I got it.
Nice.
I've got Canadian bills. I've got Pokemon.
Pokemon.
Yeah, I've got a whole bunch of gold foil. I've got the gold backs. I have a lot more of those in stock.
You had some really cool. You had a coin that I think Sir Grace might be interested in.
Ooh, which one?
It was a Marvel one.
Yeah, I don't. It's not.
She
It's
copied she copied and pasted. If PayPal is your default option and you enter a stream in Canada, you will be prompted to use a different payment method in order to bid and compete a purchase. Copy and pasted
no.
my email 4 days ago.
There is some. So what she's talking about, folks, is this one. This is 1 ounce silver.
Yeah.
And it will be going as a buy it now.
Nice.
I cannot just let it go. And that says that yes, it's actually the highest silver in the land. It's a 2023 1 ounce 99999 fine silver. And it's heavy.
It's nice looking.
Yeah. But unfortunately it's very costly.
Imagine.
It's for like just the average Joe is not going to buy it.
Right.
It is a collector like Sir Grace that, collects and, they're building their repertoire.
Oh, for sure.
But just for the normal person, if, like I'm not saying it's, it's well under $200, but still,
Right.
that's a lot of money,
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
you know.
Karma, I will we'll test it tomorrow. I did
Yeah,
not get the email, but totally believe you. 100% believe you. I just double checked to make sure it didn't go to spam.
yeah,
Um,
it's really, really weird.
yeah.
Now, it did ask me if I wanted to go as a Canadian channel or stay the course. And I said no. 99.9% of the stuff that I'm purchasing, my sellers are in the US.
So,
So if I was to go and sell it in Canadian, I'm losing 30% right off the top because people don't know that, number one, the difference in the money, your exchange rate is crazy. And there's just no way. Hey, Jaden. Sorry.
so
But
here's what it says. It says we're excited to announce that that beginning Tuesday, April 15th. So in 3 days, we will begin transitioning Canadian seller accounts from US dollars to Canadian dollars. This means that when you jump into a Canadian seller stream, their listings, auctions, pre-bids, offers, etc., will all be in Canadian dollar. If you are joining from outside of Canada, you will see an estimate of prices in your local currency. Additionally, due to the conversion to Canadian dollar, starting on the transition date, buyers will no longer be able to use PayPal as a payment method in Canada, or sorry, in Canadian seller shows. If PayPal is your default option and you enter a stream in Canada, you will be prompted to use a different payment method in order to bid and complete a purchase. We're excited to bring updates that will improve your experience on Whatnot. If you have any questions, please make sure you check out our facts page. I didn't get that message, which is really odd. And I'm wondering if that begins on the 15th, if like tomorrow's stream will be fine. The way
wow,
that I'm reading it, it sounds like it doesn't start until the 15th.
I cannot actually. I'd have to dig in deeper, but I got to run upstairs and grab my dinner, or
Yeah.
I am going to be tomorrow night's dinner.
Oh yeah, no, go eat your dinner. Go eat your dinner, but we'll figure it out one way or
Anyways, I'll
another.
be I'll be back down, and obviously,
You'll get it figured
yeah.
out. Thank you for bringing it to our attention, though. I appreciate that.
Yeah, no, this is wonderful because I could have lost a whole lot of money
Yeah, we want to make sure we're ahead of that.
because if I was to lose 50%, ouch.
Well, I mean, it's good to have that information so you stay ahead of it too.
Well, that's it. But for me, like just that Marvel, it's 150 US. That's now you're up over $200 Canadian.
Yeah, for sure.
If I would have marked it off as buy it now for 150 and they flipped me into Canadian without letting me know.
Although it would be a little bit more, I would think. Because if you're
No, because it's the Canadian dollar. You people think that you're buying at 150, but it's actually 150 Canadian. So you guys are
oh
only
yeah, you want to make sure you're
paying
getting
$100
dollar. You
less.
want to make sure. Yeah, US dollar. Yeah,
Exactly.
make
So
sure. Yeah, for sure.
I will definitely be back down here whenever I get my dinner.
Yeah.
I'll be in the green room if you want to pop back in there after, because I'm going to be
Yeah.
trying to label all this stuff. But
Yep.
anyways,
Thanks, Scott, for joining in. I appreciate you. And don't forget tomorrow at 10,
11.
11 Sounds great. Go on over and support them. We'll see you later, Scott.
All right.
Enjoy your dinner.
Yeah, I'll be back down here after. So just throw me downstairs.
All right. So he is going to head on. Karma, thank you so much. I did not get that email and I just checked spam. So I'm appreciative of you for bringing that up. So that way he has time to figure that out. Because that's kind of crazy that it somehow slipped mine. It still says I'm PayPal too. I just looked at the account. So something's off with it. But we will get that squared away. But anyhow, well, you guys, I have been on for over an hour and I'm going to go ahead and hop on off. I'm taking care of some sweet little animals. And I know that they're not mine, but I know that it's time for me to go feed them. I'm looking at the clock and I will have a hangry, donkey wanting her food if I don't get up there on time. So I'm going to go ahead and let you all go tonight. Gillum Farms is live, so please go on over and support them here in a little bit. And anyhow, I hope you guys have a wonderful day or rest of your weekend, and we'll see you guys next weekend. Don't forget, tomorrow is Scott's sale on Whatnot, so go on over and support him too. We'll see you guys later.